Hi everyone, this is Lights Camera Initiative, doing episode 5, I believe, of our Forge of Fury run-through. If this is episode 6, I apologize.
Yeah,
That's just life. I'm Mario Vilas, your illustrious Dungeon Master. We're going to go around the table and have people tell us how they've been doing this week since we've last seen them, and who they're playing. You know, because that changes from week to week so often. Let's start with you, David. How's your week been?
My week's been alright. And naturally, I am, as he alluded to, David Harper, playing Grenna, the Human Champion.
I'm doing alright, just tired as hell. That is a cool concept, though. Play a campaign. Every week, new character.
Oh my god, that would be horrible.
Whose character is it anyway?
Hey, when David first started playing D&D with me, that's basically how it worked, because no campaign went over like 1 or 2 sessions because I could never get the same people to show up.
Oh.
And instead of just like removing them and continuing, we would just start whole new campaigns. So
Instead of doing drop in, drop out.
yeah, but I was like 14. I mean, I was dumb.
Or hey,
So-
have like a giant bowl of like 20 characters
No,
that
right
every
here.
session you're like, I am.
Literally,
Grindle
15
beef.
years later.
I heard about someone who did something like that, kind of. Basically, they just have people's old character sheets stored away.
Yeah.
So if people showed up and were like, you know...
So
Ah.
we should
Just be like,
do a
Yeah.
campaign, randomizer campaign.
Oh,
Everything
God.
about your character is random. The name, the stats,
I
all of
don't-
its
I don't wanna be a
affiliations, its
wizard.
personalities, literally everything
I am
about
playing
the character.
Asura of
And you have to
Astoria.
figure out how to make it work.
Well, I assume with a name generator, not just picking random fucking vowels.
I don't want to be-
Yeah, you use a name generator.
I don't want to be a lawful, evil paladin of Paylor with fucking
You'd be an Oathbreaker.
20
Okay, well.
intelligence and 8 strength.
Come on, you know you want to do this campaign.
I don't know, that sounds kind of funny, actually. Anyway, Jeff,
Randomizer
tell us how
campaign.
you've been doing this week.
Fine, pretty standard. But I'm playing a Hildorf cleric wizard named Thoradin of Clan Ironfist. So yeah.
Cool. Caitlin?
Caitlin,
Why do you have to look at me?
You just said my name. I don't know why I'm reintroducing myself.
She's
I am
Well, I would have
real
pointed at you,
human.
but you weren't looking at me.
No, I was looking at dice.
I am real, Caitlin.
Yes, I am the original.
Not fake, Caitlin.
I've been here the whole time.
Fake Caitlin from behind your computer.
That
Okay.
bitch.
Yeah, most Caitlins do have that opinion of me. Anyway. Where was I?
Druid.
Oh, yeah, I'm
You
a
are
druid.
Caitlin.
I'm just Caitlin. I'll be playing Caitlin.
Okay, just Caitlin.
Alright, cool. I'm interested to find out what class, race, and alignment Caitlin is. In the meantime, Sid, how have you been?
Caitlin.
Well,
Can I pitch my
I
idea?
don't know why I haven't thought of this before. Wow.
I want to pitch my idea of a new character concept called Cool Mario. I mean, it's awesome.
Sid, how are you doing?
Fine.
I know how I'm doing.
No.
Worse than I was like a minute ago. I'll tell you that much.
If I was a strong, I would have made a character called Cool David.
Oh.
What?
How is Throwing Shade at David make any... You know what? Shut up, Ed.
You just made 2 enemies.
Sid, how are you doing and who are you
Shade
playing?
at me when I wasn't even there.
I'm doing good.
I don't want to be Caitlin.
Asura is still alive and good and fighting for his righteous cause of spreading light throughout the land. So far.
Alright, sweet.
So pretty.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rob cannot be with us today because he has work, but he wishes you the best. Unless you're that one person, you know who you are. In which case he wishes nothing but horror and torment for you, your loved ones, and the rest of their days. Excuse me. Last we left off, the group had managed to go down into the sub-level of the mountain where they were being swooped upon by beasts in the darkness.
Yes. Something.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Actually, I can't remember.
There was like a big flapping thing that goes upon us,
You heard
No,
flapping
yeah.
sounds.
Ended the session.
and then it stopped.
I
So I
want to
presume a large bird.
No wonder I
I
don't
want to say we also heard a screech.
There's a mini boss.
I think so.
You heard screeches. Hearing screeching and the flapping of leathery wings, creatures swoop down to attack you. One of which is particularly loud amongst them, so unfortunately they don't manage to sneak up on you. None of you are surprised. I need initiative.
I'll take it.
Motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Okay, so Asura, you are first. Unfortunately, the enemy is in the darkness, so you can't see it.
I attack the darkness.
With what?
Well, I don't have spells.
Well,
Actually, if I use my, other people will see it by name first, unfortunately. Did I hear where it is?
It's above you,
It's above me.
but you don't know specifically.
So I
You
have-
could roll perception to try to figure out where it is using just like
is
your
that
sound.
is that a free
But that's
check?
no, that's
No.
your turn to
Okay.
do that.
I was thinking of just aiming up and doing fire breath. That way, everyone would know
Okay.
because it's above, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright.
I hope for your success.
It is a
It's a dex save,
They,
15-foot cone.
and the dex save is DC 12.
I don't remember.
I
don't
8
have-
plus proficiency plus con modifier.
What?
8 plus proficiency plus con modifier.
Yeah, 12.
And roll that damage.
I don't have the dice written down for damage.
Should be 2d6. It's either 2d6 or 2d8. But if you want to look,
It sounds
Same here on the Dragon Ball.
2d6 sounds familiar. Damn it, I have to be Rob.
first to take it, the book.
Where would it
It's useful having a nerd around, isn't it? Or a book nerd, I guess you would say. That's
be?
Not always.
Yeah, a bunch of bookworm.
that's 8 damage. Ashura leans his head back, breathes fire into the air above you. You light up the air immediately above you. 4 leathery bat mosquito-like creatures are immediately ignited and basically like burn and drip blood all around you, but it burns the blood away.
Good.
So
More Sturgis.
roast sturge.
Do I see where? Are there more?
Yeah, you hear a couple more.
Can I see where it was with my breath weapon?
They're in the air, but they're flying around, so you're not going to know specifics. Squig, it's your turn. You, however, have dark vision, so you can see the two of them. They are 20 feet up in the air, 5 feet or 10 feet to Thoradin's right, and 30 feet up in the air, directly above you, getting ready to dive bomb.
Oh, okay.
That should be self-explanatory.
Yeah, right in front. Actually,
Yeah, it's funny, in Monster Manual, next to Sturge is Succubus Incubus, so it's like every time I look at their stats, there's some like barrel-chested rip dude who's just like, sup, give me the fuck eyes, and I'm like, I'm trying to look at bat stats, stop giving me fuck eyes.
so they have the suckers next to each other.
Yeah, I guess.
Now vampires just need to begin with S now. Yeah, I'll pull up like
It's the vampires.
Spanish. Yeah, it's a plural version. For I'll pull up the light crossbow and take a shot.
Man, you gotta love those AoEs.
Yeah, I'm just down. I'm just down with it until we rest, though.
Still.
4,
Yeah, it's still good though.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
D8. Eight. 8 for damage.
So you pull out the crossbow, you shoot directly above you, a bolt flies into the air, hits the sturge, causes it to pop like a balloon full of blood, meaning a literal dolge of blood just splatters directly on top of your head and all over you.
Just
Getting
reminds
a
me of
little
the Truman
bit
Show.
of a little bit on Emeron and Asura next to you.
Thanks.
After all that work, I tried into not having that not happen.
It's just so much. They're just so full.
What are they even beating on? Wait a minute.
Orcs.
Blood,
Well, no, I'm like, what the hell are all these things feeding on if they're so
rats,
engorged?
moles.
I was like kind of thinking like maybe there's a fucking like some big ass thing down here and they're just parasites off of it. No.
Their takes
Maybe.
on a giant like bullet or something. Yeah, that's grody.
There's only one way to find out.
Anyway, one dive bombs Thoradin, attempting to latch onto him and stop your blood. However, you easily push it away with the haft of your axe. And it is now Thoradin's turn.
It's the third Dracula reference I've
Oh,
heard today.
if he's right next to me, I'm just gonna swing at him with my
Okay.
axe.
You guys sound very stokered.
You can, you're flanking on that though, since he's right above you. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it, like Bram Stoker's.
19.
19, that hits.
Alright, cool.
Oh, you said Stoker.
6 damage.
Thoradin swings out with his axe, decapitates the creature.
Does it just whiz away like a whole blood balloon?
Yeah, just kind of to the ground.
Disturbing.
The sound of flopping grows silent. What do you do?
I'm wondering if that might be a good idea to pull out the lantern.
Maybe.
Because it is dark down here.
Oh, hell yeah, you can't see anything unless you have darkness.
God damn, too bad this isn't a bullseye lantern. That would help a lot.
I'm not gonna beg, but I would appreciate it.
I'll help out the
Well, you had torches up. That's how they saw and attacked you in the first place, remember?
Oh.
Yeah, you guys
You
weren't seeing
described it like as being dark, so it's like
Right,
we
because
didn't
we
have
were
torches?
walking around the perimeter.
The thing is, the
putting out
enemies were
torches.
outside your... Because the torches only go so far.
Right, we
And
were
they are
going around the
us.
perimeter of the room, laying down torches.
Well, that is something that I think did come up, yes.
Right.
So, are you going to go around the edges of the room and light torches, basically? And leave torches on the ground?
I mean, we can continue doing that, because, I mean, I think we were already doing that.
There's no reason why.
leaving
Well, it's
torches at every.
No, we were walking around the perimeter of the room.
Yeah, basically lighting up the room with torches.
So we can see.
That's fair. Okay, well, when you do so, as you explore the rest of the room, you start to get a wider picture of what is going on. The water from where you guys were walking earlier eventually does cut back and cut through the center of the room you guys are in. You guys were on the western side of it. That water goes up to the southern wall and then disappears. So it apparently like goes under. Additionally, in the banks of the stream, you find footprints.
Huh.
Footprints and what looks like a weird line.
Are they going in or out of the water, or would that be?
They're going along the bank of the water towards the southern wall. If someone would like to make survival or knowledge nature to attempt to identify the tracks, they can do so.
Survival. 24.
I could try giving nature a shot.
Never mind.
Well, you can if you want to, but you really don't have to. Thoradin immediately identifies them. They are reptile tracks. The weird, like, part after the footprints are definitely a tail of some kind.
More loose lizard thing?
Not a third leg.
About a they're probably medium creatures. So about as big as you, if you had to judge from the footprints and the way the tail drags. Yeah, they go down the stream, and then they go. There's like a little like part in the wall that keeps going. You could go through it, but you'd have to crouch down and kind of wade through parts of it. There's area to breathe. It's not like you're crawling underwater or anything, but it's definitely you have to go into the stream and like crouch walk through it. And that's where the tracks go. However, that's not the only exit out of the room. In addition to where the water comes in, up north, which is where you guys would have come from if you kept following the water, immediately to the east of that, there is a hallway, not really a hallway, but like a tunnel that continues east and southeast from the river. So basically, just south of that, there's one that goes southeast. So there's 3 exits: east, southeast, and south. And the south one you have to crawl through a stream to get through.
Okay.
Maybe there's something at the end of that one for all the hard work, but doubtful.
Well, that one also seems to be harder to take.
And that's the only one that you
Lizard
see.
people.
That's the only one that seems that has tracks going out of it.
It's always the harder path that yields more.
So we
More-
can
more
try
annoying
checking the other
This is
ones. We could try checking the other ones,
usually-
but they might lead into other rooms. This one might just lead into like an alcove, so it might be a shorter venture. I mean, unless you guys just want to try looking around the other place and leave that thing for last, since something went in there.
Well, some things there are multiple tracks.
Any way to tell how fresh they are?
Taste them.
I think I'd actually be
Seems
fine.
like a pretty common area that's gone through. In that there are some older, some newer.
I think I'd be fine with checking out the alcove first.
Okay, so we got one for alcove
The
first.
little crawl
Oh,
space.
also.
2. All right, that's 3.
Alright.
Sounds like everyone's in agreement. Now, the group of you crawl through the little water section. How are you going through the standard order? Grenna, then Thoradin, Emeron, Squig, and Asura? Or
Yes,
you're gonna
I was
switch it up?
just, since I don't need to really do much, since I'm a small creature, I can kind of just go.
Do you
through
want
it,
to be
right?
Yeah, you
second?
could just walk through it.
I'll probably be
I could
second.
try to
Or do
like
you
sneak
prefer to be in the
ahead
back?
and like
Yeah,
basically
second
tell
floor.
people to slow down as they come up if something's over there.
I just,
Well, we could do that.
I wish there was more 2x2 areas.
That would be too convenient.
Single file is getting really annoying.
Would you?
Well, the other 2 exits are 2 by 2.
Would you
It's
mind?
just the water one that's.
Yeah.
Would you mind him sneaking ahead?
Since I'm small, I won't get stuck. And then
I'm in
there's
last anyway.
well,
So you want to sneak ahead?
sure, I can
All right,
try.
let me stop.
Check the traps, too.
I will not resist.
Scout ahead. Tell
gonna
if,
try.
tell if there's anything dangerous over there.
Oh, you'll hear it. Oh, if there is, you'll hear it.
Hello? He's not answering me.
Look out.
It must be
snakes.
clear.
Grog, grog. 17 on sneak.
We're sneaking ahead.
Mhm.
And you got a 17 on your stealth check, you said?
4, 5, 6. Yes. Please don't see me.
You come into the next chamber. Floundering through the cold, swift stream, you emerge in a huge cavern. The ceiling must be 30 feet overhead, and the far end of the cave is lost in darkness, because it goes past your dark vision. A foul stench assaults your nostrils immediately. The remnants of butchered game animals hang from crude wooden stakes along the cavern walls.
Well.
And you spot a pair of orcs treated in the same fashion as in their orc corpses, hung in like.
Oh. Lovely.
Mini boss.
Do you stop there?
Clearly.
They still do have their
Is this
heads.
still Ed's?
However,
Ed?
yeah, this is just Ed.
Okay.
However, I will note that the meat, even though it looks like it's hung up to be eaten later, has been left out for a while.
It's rotting.
Little
So
bit.
it's possible nothing's been here a while. Possible.
This might just be somebody's stay the fuck out area.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Can you keep stealth scouting?
Yeah, I mean, I can keep going, but
As long as you don't get caught.
if there is somebody coming up behind me or something, I'll go slow and I'll continue on ahead, seeing what else I can see.
I think if you're gonna scout, we'd stay in the same place we were.
Yeah.
So we won't be moving up.
I'll come back in
So you continue further in?
4 minutes. Yes. I'll come back in 4 minutes.
1 or 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so as you continue through the room, the water eventually starts to deepen and pool at the far end of the chamber.
Mm.
Additionally, there is a what looks like it would be a chamber further in, but it's covered in mud and wattle.
Waddle?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's like nest stuff. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's water if you've had a stroke. I heard about it on the internet.
Jeez, David.
Whoa. Fuck. Does it look empty? Or
The chamber?
the area around there? There's like nothing around it. 'Cause I'm interested in looking good.
Around what? Just the room, or? Because you don't see anything in the rooms.
You just start with water.
I'm kind of tempted to do something, try and make noise on the other side of the room.
See if something happens.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I could totally do that.
I have a suggestion if you wanna. If it might help you not get caught as bad.
Well, I mean, this is an underwater cave, so I was thinking just hucking a rock.
Yeah, I was gonna say huck a rock, but instead of huck it at something, arc it, so it makes it as if it fell from the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna try doing that on the other side of the room,
Into the water?
like near one of the walls. But yeah.
Just arc it.
Well, near the pool of water or near a wall?
Near a wall, but near the water, or do I have to pick one or the other? Like, is there essentially a wall near the water
I think.
that I can reach?
Yeah. I mean, you can still walk freely.
Sure. I'll try doing that, because that way, if there's something's in here, it'll investigate that, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay, so you throw a rock near the water. As you get close, you notice that near the pool of water, along the eastern edge of the pool, there is a what looks like would be a small passage that has been blocked with rubble and mud, creating like a kind of makeshift stone wall.
Oh, okay. Kind of like a dam? Like a miniature dam?
No, it's not blocking any water. It's just blocking this chamber from.
But it's not from natural causes.
No, it definitely looks like it was deliberately placed like a wall.
So it's not just an easy sweep stuff off, now it's accessible.
No,
Okay.
you would definitely have to hack your way through it.
Well, that's something to keep in mind then.
So you throw a rock. Give me another stealth check.
be a 23.
Suddenly, after you throw a rock, you see part of the wall moves. It's not part of the wall. It is a large... It is a 6-foot-tall, white-skinned lizard-like creature with a number of fins running off the top of its head, large, like, elbow spikes and talons, and taloned feet.
Okay, so this thing looks like a predator.
After it steps away from the wall, its skin starts to, like, turn more white, almost as if it was camouflaged up against the wall before.
Oh boy.
You see another one move the same way. They both turn and look at the rock, but they don't seem to see you.
Very in the fire. Oh, shit.
You're going into the water?
No, I'm already in it. I'm just like
Trying to.
make myself as small as possible.
Careful, Ed. Or Squig, they detect fear.
And they hate the color green.
I
One
like
of them
scouting.
walks over and begins looking at the rock. Give me another stealth check.
What the fuck?
I have inspiration, so I think I'm gonna burn on that.
Okay.
Cause I don't know what to be in here by myself.
Yeah.
It's better. That's a
I was kind of hoping it was 1,
12.
but
It was a 2 before.
I know.
Probably funny it was
Okay. You attempt to move down further into the water. As you do so, a loose rock and some sand comes out from beneath your boot, causing you to like fall to one knee. As you do so, one of the white creatures, the one over there looking at the rock, snaps its head around towards you. And as it does so, immediately this other one begins running towards you. I need you to roll initiative.
Hey, Ed, you should run.
I have something to get your guys' attention.
Oh.
And Squig, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
Ouch.
Appearing from right next to where you walked in, a third of these. That's a bummer. Moves up to you, but is not able to attack. Unless they're faster. No, they're not. However, one does rush up and literally leaps on top of you, attempting to bite and claw and just get all up in your business. His bite is a 19.
Does Defender win?
No. Aggressor wins.
Oh.
Okay. So he sinks his... Unless you're going to use shield.
I'm at a spell loss. We never...
You rested before coming down here.
Oh my god.
That's why I was able to use my fire blade.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. God, I don't know how many of them go. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
So you're going to use shield?
Yeah, I'll
It
pop.
attempts to sink its teeth into you, but you bring up a magic field of force and stop it from biting into you. Additionally, its claw rakes against your created shield as well.
Oh, lovely.
It has hit 24, right?
Yeah, shield gives +5.
This one attempts to bite and claw at you as well, and although the claw gets close, visibly flexing against your shield, it does not quite connect. It is your turn, but I will note, the stench of this room is overwhelming. It is so horrible. It seems to seep out of their body. It is disgusting. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Shit, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Con's one of my saving throws. So I guess goblins are hardy little fuckers.
There has to be something.
It's not related to your
Right.
race, it's related to your class.
Yeah.
Why else
Nah.
would there be
9.
Nine?
9.
Okay. The stench of the creature is overwhelming. You are sickened to your stomach. You are poisoned
Damn.
For
just
this turn.
Smell poison. Oh.
Yeah, you're poisoned.
That means I have disadvantage.
Okay,
on
actually, I also forgot another thing real quick. But yes, you will have disadvantage on basically everything until your next turn.
saving throws is like the exception.
I don't know. No, I think saving throws do. No, yeah, saving throws do go down. So this one actually got a second claw attack, which missed, and this one got a second claw attack as well, which also missed.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, they each get 3 attacks.
Oh.
However, all their attacks miss. You are sickened, but it is your turn, or you are poisoned, but it is your turn.
Okay.
You could start running.
Yeah, no,
But-
I was gonna bust out. Well, being a goblin, I can use a bonus action for nimble escape,
Oh,
which gives me disengage.
good. Okay.
I'm going to pull out my wand of pyrotechnics. Pick a spot 60 feet as far as I can, as close as I can to them, and just fucking blast it, which is up to 60 feet away. A harmless, multicolored burst of flame appears and has the sound of like a torch being ignited, which can be heard up to 300 feet away.
Okay.
So
I guess
I
that's
think
the signal.
that would be a good signal.
You
I guess
use your wand of pyrotechnics. The 4 of you, waiting for Squig to return,
Oh, that's
see
a
a
second.
multicolored burst of smoke and hear a whoosh sound, which you think is the signal.
And I will use
Probably.
my bonus action to fucking run as far as I can, which is 30.
Okay. Now I need the rest of you to roll me initiative.
That is
Sure, what'd you get?
Is
2 in a row?
Two.
Why not?
2? Emron.
3.
is a lot.
Thoradin.
Worse than my
Two.
first initiative. Oh,
Grenna.
12.
These are great.
but when we go, they're
Okay.
dead.
So you guys start wading down the passage to catch up with Squig. Squig, your allies, you hear start moving towards
We
you.
come from here.
Yeah, you guys are gonna come from there, but I'm not. It's when it's your turn, you'll be here.
Yeah.
One of them moves in front of you and attempts to bite Claw. It's a 21 hit, so it sinks its one of its claws into you. But its other claw misses. That first claw
Yeah, I won't burn the shield.
strikes you for 6 as it slashes against your forearm, drawing sweat, a little bit of flesh, and light oozing of blood.
Could be worse. Like that.
Attempts to bite, but is not successful. It does a claw slash that does connect, this one raking you down the back for 4. It claw slashes you with its other claw, also successful, for 3.
I'm minus 13. I probably should have burned a shield.
It's okay.
When that first one hit, I probably should have burned another charge of shield.
Yeah, probably.
It bites it. Oh, wait. I think I wrote wrong. Got it. That's weird. Okay. This one bites into you for 3.
Didn't we get like 50 attacks.
They each get 3.
They get a bite and 2 claws. One claws into you for 5, or this one, the one that bit into you also claws into you for 5.
So 5 and
Then-
5.
No, 3 and 5.
Okay.
And then the last one claws you for, or that one also claws you for 6. So it got 3, 5, and 6. As the last one runs up and just is a ball of violence all over you.
Okay.
It is now Squig or Grenna's turn, depending.
I am at 6. I'm gonna spend first level spell slot to use Thunder Wave.
Fair enough.
Click a switch on the belt. Get the fuck away from me! Which is a 15-foot cube around me, con save.
You should be able to get
Ooh.
behind us, though.
This is the first time I've been able to use this thing.
The bright side, we're right there, and you brought them to us.
Hey, I might be bringing 2 closer to you guys.
It'll be 1.
Oh no, a 15-foot cube around me that affects all targets.
Yeah,
Oh.
they'd be blown this way. Why would they be blown the other way?
Yeah, I don't know. That is a con saving throw.
You want to use
Okay.
that?
Yeah, because it also does damage.
Okay, what's the DC for that?
That'd be 13, because I had my wand.
Oh, nice. One of the War Mage. Okay. That's sweet rolls, guys. How much damage?
For 4 damage, and they're knocked 10 feet away from me.
What do they look like? These things?
And
Is
any
there an image?
and anything unsecured
Well, I'll show you
within
this.
that cube is also knocked 10 feet away from me.
Okay, so activate your belt. This one slams up against the wall next to Grenna. This one flies backwards. This one flies backwards. Additionally, all the water in these 3 squares flies up and through the air, which I don't know, might look kind of cool, especially if Grenna runs through it to slash one of them. But I'm just thinking like a samurai movie. But I usually am thinking like a samurai
Slash
movie.
it, slash it,
also-
and then,
Yeah.
and the water falls.
If it does change anything,
You don't fight it as a samurai subclass. It's really cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. So do I.
If it changes
Rob wants to
anything,
play with you. There's like 5 people are like, let's just play samurai.
So you do it like a last stuff.
Yeah, it's a monk subclass. It's called the Way of Shadow, and they can make illusions. They can
I'm
like.
just trying to think of
Huh.
how I would start the class as. You know,
it is also a
Yes.
thunder damage, if that changes anything.
Uh,
I guess the race would
it's
be
not, but it doesn't.
the race would be human. Human for the so I could maybe go for the on kill, take another action.
Oh, and also the spell emits thunderous boom audible up to 300 feet away. So, if there's anything else in this room.
They are knocked back. It is now Grenna's turn.
Cool. I shall aggress this enemy right here.
Mhm.
Very well. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Now I heard somebody ask you the other day, you don't add your strength modifier to damage right here?
For
You don't add proficiency to damage.
I made that mistake once. Yeah, correct.
Oh, that's crit.
2 reroll once, and this 2.
You think you killed him enough yet?
Is he dead yet?
I'm just about to run.
20 damage.
Crit on 19. Goddamn.
20 damage? Okay. Grenna, you bring your sword down in a swift motion, cutting the creature in half. Blood sprays out, spraying against the water and the air,
And then the water falls.
and then the water falls. It looks pretty fucking tight. And you can take the thing if you want. And is that your turn?
To all of them.
Like
To all of them.
and
Can you
Yeah, you can.
Oh, damn.
Because I use as a tab.
Actually, that is way cooler because you cut that guy down, then you run through all the moving water, and then slash another guy. Brenna is exactly a samurai movie.
Very, very cinematic.
What's that?
16 to hit.
That hits.
So definitely monk fire.
Oh, great.
I was like, wait a minute.
At least I have a basis for new character.
15 damage.
15 damage? Okay. Run through the water, you then skewer this one, stabbing it through and killing it as well. It's now Emeron's turn.
What?
Yeah, Asura and Thoradin rolled 2.
Hmm.
And all the enemies have gone, so.
Kill something.
Alright, I guess I'll just scoot on up there and thorn whip it.
Yeah,
How much up?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just gonna pull it 10 feet closer anyway.
Well, that's probably.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Fortunately, your whip wraps around his skin, but when you pull, the thorns don't embed into him. It appears as if they have some sort of natural, scaled toughness to them. And it is now Thoradin or Ashura's turn, depending.
These guys are banished. 2 1s and then a 2.
You gotta hit
Do you
that.
need to move up?
You should just
Do
get
it?
a
No, you said
leather
you could go
bag
first.
that's different
Oh,
from those.
okay.
So I'm gonna
like
do
shell on it.
They make
that's-
dice jails. They make them big
So you
enough for
can't-
you to
you
fit
can't
all
reach.
sorts in too.
Get into flanking position for whoever goes after me. And attack.
Even if I had a jail, I'd still have to switch these guys out.
Shadow Spike.
Dice. Risen.
Piercing the thorn would not really be effective. I guess I'll aim for its eyes or neck.
Well, I was just describing this having natural armor, but yeah. But this one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like
Oh, fair enough.
observation.
Well, no wait, natural armor. You can't shatter spike natural armor.
Well, you can, but it's called
20.
killing them.
For 14 damage.
You move around to his back, then slash forward, raking the shadow spike across his throat, causing blood to issue from his throat as he falls to the ground, dead.
Not gonna lie, that was some pretty slick shit though.
Yeah, you guys just
They did
charged
not
out
see
and
that
died.
coming.
And I'm like, yeah, they'll sneak up on him. This will be great. And then it's like, no, send Squig forward first. And then Squig got found, and I was like, yes, a chance to redeem myself. And then Greta comes out and is like, ah! And I'm like,
Insert that one.
Hey,
God
Again.
damn it.
Hey, if it helps, I wasn't full.
What are these
Sorry,
things
next
called?
Considering you got piled on. So when you come out, at the very end, you recognize these things absolutely. Troglodytes. Horrible beasts.
I guess I need
I
to.
thought those were supposed to be like cavemen.
No, those are the Amish.
I have Amish family. What the fuck?
How are they
What?
supposed to know?
Yeah,
how do I know?
yeah,
This is a troglodyte. They look cool, right?
yeah. Huh?
Yeah, honestly,
They also
you
smell
can
like
fool
shit.
the Amish all you want, they'll never find out.
Yeah.
Watch as one of our fans is like a huge Amish.
They
It's like-
can't be.
But they, yeah.
Well, they could be ex-Amish. That's possible.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
then
then
they're
they could be
ex-Amish.
Well, they might still.
All vengeance.
Well, they might still choose to. They might choose to not be Amish for a specific reason, but still like and respect the culture and stuff, and decide it's not for them. In fact, that's how being Amish works. When you're 18, it's either 17 or 18. you go out into the real world for like
Oh,
a
yeah,
year,
I know
and
that.
you get to ignore all the Amish rules, and then decide after if you want to come back or not. And they're not supposed to hold it against you if you want to live in the modern world.
They're weird.
Well,
So-
it's then you can.
But hey, I mean, that's
cool.
cooler. That's
How nice.
really, yeah, that's nice enough. They give you the option of like, hey, look, we know computers and phones and shit are cash, so we give you the option.
You know what? That's actually way nicer than most religions.
Yeah.
To be able to be like, you can go if you want to.
Yeah,
can
Scientology
leave your
certainly
friends
doesn't give you that
behind.
option. You got nothing if you want to. You got learning your friends behind.
Wait, what happens to Scientology?
Can you imagine?
Were to
You
Somebody-
get branded as a suppressive person and are never allowed to see your family again. So yeah, the enemies are defeated.
This isn't how
What
science works at
do
all.
you do?
That's future science.
Search. I don't have dark vision, so I have to use search stuff.
We can light up a torch.
I want to search the room.
I
Go further in.
Forgot.
Maybe heal Squig.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a potion. A healing potion, because we have a decent amount of them. I know we're not low on them right now.
We definitely have the money to
And
afford
we'll
them.
save some slots.
Big fancy.
How much health would you be comfortable at?
Not at 6.
You know what I mean. What is an amount you'd be comfortable at?
Let me remind myself how much a healing potion.
2d4 plus 4.
I think that would be fine.
Well, assuming you don't roll 2 1s.
Yeah, that's still
6.
6 HP.
You're at 12 out of what, like 30?
Yeah.
I want to heal up a little more than
There
that.
we go.
Or-
8 already. 10.
I think 16's comfortable. It's a little bit over half.
If anything, we can just heal you in the next fight.
Now
Can I
that
use
thinking about
survival
it,
and skin these? Or is that not possible?
Can you skin the troglodytes?
Yeah. Would they be worth anything?
Probably wouldn't. I mean, to like a really morbid collector of like people skins, it
People
might be.
skin.
Because they're
Humanoid.
sentient.
Oh,
They're
they are?
humanoids.
Okay, never mind. I know they're fucking skin. Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot that fact.
You also know that the meat being left out as much as it does makes sense. Troglodytes like their food to be aged before they eat it. Probably explains the smell.
Yeah.
You can decapitate the 2 orcs on the side of the room if you want. If you look around the room,
Yeah.
you find what I described to Squig earlier. The pool of water is basically empty. There is a mud and wattle, and for anyone who needs clarification, wattle is basically like a bunch of sticks that are used in like. So you know how in like. You know how in games sometimes you'll see like a makeshift wall made out of like a bunch of like pointed sticks and like stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's wattle.
Okay.
So
this-
there
this
appears to
way.
be some sort of blockade made with wattle and in mud over on this like southwest, and then southeast there is a mud and pebble like stone wall that leads into the chamber to the east. If you had to guess, based on Thoradin's knowledge of geography, it's probably a secondary entrance into the chamber that the southeast entrance in the earlier room would have gone to. They probably go to the same place.
And these things do have tails, right?
Yeah, they have big ass tails.
Make sure.
They drag along the ground. That's what made part of the tracks.
Okay.
And yeah, you don't find anything else in the room. The troglodytes didn't wield any weapons, and there's no weapons on the orcs. So
Nothing else here?
nothing else.
It's dead end.
Unless you want to try to get through one of those 2 exits I described, no? Or if you want to just randomly flop into the pool of water and be like, ah! I mean, I guess you could do that, but the pool of water doesn't go
I
anywhere.
have plate mail. I don't think that's a good idea for me.
Try the exits, I guess. Search until there's nowhere left to.
Okay,
turn
so you want to try to
around.
get out. So this exit, the one with the pebble, is basically going to have to be hacked open. This one
That's
is
fine,
going to
I
have to
have-
be pulled
I
open.
do max.
Yeah, you could get through it pretty
So-
quickly with Shadow Spike, but if you want to go through this one, it's going to require some strength and being pulled open.
Okay.
Where the hell did
well,
they get
either
sticks?
Huh?
Brought them down
They're
here.
under. Yeah, did they come
They-
up to the surface?
They
Roots.
they drug the orcs down here.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
the orcs live around here. Orcs explored the
Do you want to roll
tunnels.
survival?
Alright.
I also will take the hats.
Hmm.
Just make sure.
Yeah, we,
24.
They might have another exit out of the mountain that doesn't go up through the way you guys came. And if you want, you can also roll me intelligence.
14.
Well, if the orcs got in here somehow and they didn't come in through the front door, logically, that would still be here. They might have found it and gone through it themselves. I mean, they have, like, animals, like deer and stuff, so they must have got outside to hunt them somehow.
Oh.
Yeah, they have, like, surface animals.
Yeah. Okay.
So
there's probably another way out through here.
I guess
And
while we're
considering the orcs probably didn't just walk up and bang their heads on the front door until the dwarves let them in.
Candy ground.
Well, I mean, you come from Carac, so you know that orcs are savage, but they're not, like, dumb. They'll ambush and use, back doors. And,
tactics.
yeah, they aren't lacking in tactics.
I guess while we're in here, search the room, see if there's anything worth something that they
Are
might
there
just tuck
orcs in
away.
Zendikar? I thought there weren't.
I thought you were from Carac originally. Are you Zendikar?
Yeah, Zendikar have Jaraga elves.
Oh.
The
I thought
elf type is Jaraga. They have other types of elves.
I thought Zendikar was one that had orcs. If they don't, then never mind.
Yeah, I think the only thing with something similar is they're not orcs. I think they're just ogres, but that would be in Ravnica.
Oh, whatever.
One of the other guilds uses like ogres.
Still, I mean, even cats will use ambush and they're dumb as rocks, so.
It's true.
Yeah, what?
Search the room, see if there's anything worthwhile that they got.
I
we
already
have
said
to
there's
get-
nothing else in the room.
We have to open the two
Either have to open the
exits.
waddle or hack through the thing,
Yeah.
or both. If you're going to do both, I'm asking what you're going to do first.
Well, I should definitely take the left side because it requires damage
Oh, you're
type.
chipping away at the thing covering the.
Yeah, and Shadow
Ash.
Spike will do the most. This one's just
Okay.
strength checks.
Takes like a minute of swinging before you get it open.
Anything immediately noticeable?
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, actually, I was wrong. So, in addition to those two exits, if you go into the pool of water, there is an exit on the far side of it. You have to swim through the water, but you can come up on the other side. Not bad. Misread something.
Using the knowledge from our ranger, would we happen to know if that would lead to a room we've already explored? But they're not here.
There you go, Rob.
Well, because I mean, I think that would make sense. That probably would describe how rangers cannot get lost. They just know.
No, not necessarily. It doesn't mean they automatically know like that. Also, you're in like a dungeon, not outside, which would affect things.
All right. Well, they're the two closest ones, and the one's being worked on. We could.
So when you hack open that,
While he's doing that, somebody could be working on the strength check one, just so then we have two pathways open.
Yeah.
I suppose.
you guys want to split up and do that? All right, then go ahead and give me a strength check.
11.
11? Okay, you get it open. But first I'm going to do him, then I'm going to do you, but it
Alright.
basically happens at the same time. Okay. So, once you hack your way through, Asura, you gaze into an extremely large cave faintly lit by natural phosphorus. Its ceiling rises 50 feet high in places. Crystals glimmer softly in an eerie light. Weird, beautiful flows and structures of delicate stone grace the chamber. The western portrait of the great cave is separated from the rest by a steep bluff. The ceiling here is half the height of the rest of the chamber. A couple dozen large stone sepulchres line the cavern walls, each carved with intricate reliefs and designs and marked in dwarvish runes. Now, while you step into that chamber and get close enough to a sarcophagus to realize there are dwarven runes and stuff on it, Grenna, you pull open the mud-like plug, basically. This passage opens into a long, low cavern that has 3 narrow, twisting passages leading off into darkness. Numerous rock columns rise to meet the stone overhead. The air is thick with troglodyte stench, and the floor is littered with refuse from the monster's meal and gnawed bones of dubious origin. Something scrapes and hisses in the dark, and you hear the soft padding of scaling feet upon the rock. Roll initiative.
Potentially their nest.
Potentially. Yeah.
Or whatever
Twist,
they
have you come across their nest?
Potentially.
Oh, cool.
Let's just hope they don't have favored enemy, smallest looking creature.
Get on the goblin!
No!
Yes! I should note I need everyone to roll initiative. And Grenna's like, no, you guys go with the share. I'll solo this over.
No, Grant doesn't say anything, just walks
Well,
in.
how many are there?
I got this.
Just walks in, just like, where the hell is Greta? Huh.
Do any of you
Whatever's-
shout upon hearing the enemies rush towards you? Because otherwise the share is not going to get an initiative roll.
I was going to call back to the
Yeah.
group,
I would.
but I guess they were all right behind me anyway.
Well, I'm assuming so, unless they're just standing around the room randomly.
Just scattered across the room like a dysfunctional
Sure,
dragon
initiative.
quest party.
I'm around initiative.
12.
Thoradin.
8.
Squig.
I did roll 16.
Grenna.
18.
It's the time we got some decent rolls.
And then all the enemies go first.
I guess it just wasn't meant to be.
I hope the red ones are rolling.
Nah,
shit.
they have home field advantage. That's why.
So, as the group of you enter and you see forms rushing at you, you see a number of troglodytes moving towards the thing ready to attack. However, in the darkness, echoing through the halls, does anyone speak Draconic? Anyone else?
No.
You hear in Draconic. Oh wait, no, you're way over there, so never mind.
Okay. It is a cave.
There's an echo chamber.
You know what? Maybe actually.
Sound does reverberate quite well.
Oh, sure.
Insectus, Pulcar, Imperio. The rest of you hear a voice from the darkness before 3 flaming strands of fire fly over the troglodytes.
Ah. Cool.
Wait, how far away is this? 'Cause I have dark vision.
Do you have 60 feet of dark vision?
I believe I do.
You still can't see them either. They're too far, even with 60.
Damn.
How too far?
These strands of flame spiral around each other and strike Grenna in the chest, although one of them does miss, streaking over the rest of your heads and flying into the far wall. The two that strike into you sear Grenna's flesh for 11 fire damage.
Oh.
Additionally, one of the troglodytes rushes forward and attacks Grenna.
Fucking book it.
What's your armor class?
Taking that path.
18.
The bite misses. It attempts to get some revenge on you with its claws, however. But both of them miss as well as you parry them each. Despite the burning, you manage to keep your wits about you and turn the enemy's blows away. It is now Ashura's turn. Moving
for 60.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15. Or, well, actually, so you're going to have to go 5, and then you're going to have to give me athletics to not be slowed down by the water.
18.
Okay, you swim like your Carman's life depends on it. And it may. 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, wow, you can actually reach the... Holy shit. You can get up to the enemy, but you can't do anything else. But you can rush straight up.
Does it leave that like divide like behind me as
A little bit. But
like,
sure,
speed.
hauls ass, pushes Squig aside, not hard, but he like basically steps over you.
It's like that.
Moves
It's like the
past
Broly
Grenna.
intro.
Yeah.
Fighters.
I heard magic.
Half leaping over Grenna, half pushing Grenna aside. Dude, Broly got hella nerfed. He sucks now. Anyway, totally
It's okay. New Broly's
besides
coming
the
out, it's
point.
fine.
Oh, that's why they were
Broly
nerfing.
sucks.
They're nerfing.
You know who's awesome now?
New Broly.
Tia. He got even better.
Yes.
Anyway,
I did see that there was.
I'll talk to you about it during the
patch
break.
notes, Yeah.
You get right up in the enemy's face and draw your weapon. However, it is, I believe, Grenna's turn.
At the very least, can
Neat.
act as a shield. They cannot make it past us.
That's true.
We'll thrust out at the sending dragon.
What is your AC again? Or was Asura's?
20.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, right. You're
Or 15
you
damage.
buffed Emerald's armor for the thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why there's a little +1 next to that.
Was that how much damage? 15. And how are you attacking him?
Thrust.
You pull your blade, stab it into the thing's innards, whip it out the side, and kill it.
Again.
If I may, I would also like to move forward
You can't maneuver past them, can you?
and take a swing.
You could step into here.
Well, I'm just trying to see how we could get a flank going.
No, there's no way.
But if you do stand there, then you still block their path and get closer to the allies.
That's true.
And then I will be swinging out at that one.
Okay.
You have the
16 to hit.
for
That hits.
shield face.
Damn.
13 damage. 60 feet.
Excellent.
Oh, come on. And how are you attacking this one?
This one will be a downward slash. Bigger brought it back, ran forward, and
Alright, after inhaling, you bring it back. Take 2 large Mugen-like leaps forward. Samurai Champloo Mugen, not fighting game Mugen. I don't know why anyone would confuse those two. And swing overhead.
Well, the latter would be very broad.
Yeah,
I genre blend for maybe a turn.
you turn into a killer orca and swallow Sasuke. I don't know how that's relevant. However, you do manage to split the thing's head open.
Wait, that means that we can use the grabbing Sasuke meme, but with Grenna.
Squeak, it's your turn.
I'm going to take one step closer to the wall.
To the window?
No,
on the other side?
Yeah, so that way then I would have covered, but I can poke around and blast people.
Of course.
Along with the Wand of the War Mage, I will Ray of Frost the far red one because
Okay.
of the wand. Having the wand of the war mage means I ignore half cover.
Yep.
So hey.
That's fine.
No. Okay. That is 22 to hit.
That it?
It is a D8. It is 3 damage, and that one loses 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
Do not read that blue book underneath that sheet.
You
Forgot I had a
step
back
out
for-
around the cover, blast with your holding your wand of the war mage. You blast one of the troglodytes with a ray of ice, doing cold damage and seeming to slow him down. Then you move back. You know, if you move here, you'll be in half cover, but you can move here and be in full cover, so they can't target you at all.
And then you can just move back.
And then on your turn, you can just move back into the open,
And then back out.
and then back out into full cover. That's what the orcs were doing to you. Remember, they come up from behind the wall, shoot, and then be like,
I'm gonna do that.
No, I'm talking about the fight with Ulfin. They were the ones with the
The
who would
ones
run.
that behind the door that
Yeah.
the rest came in. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things that D&D did by making it to where you could move after you attack. You could run up from behind cover,
Because as
shoot
long as
you,
you
and
still
then
have
run,
movement,
you
yeah.
can run back into cover.
Movement is free as long as you have it.
So it is now.
Is that 5e only?
Eberron. Yeah, earlier D&Ds didn't do that. After you attacked, you lost the rest of your movement, unless you had a very specific feat.
How far can I see?
You have 60 foot.
Yeah.
You can see another troglodyte back here, but you still can't see the one who casted the spell. You have to move further up.
I think I will, mostly because I'm trying to get to the spot where I can cast Spike Growth without anyone else getting inside of it.
What's the range of your strike?
20-foot radius.
What's the range?
150 feet.
Oh, okay.
What do you do?
The caster, you're pretty sure, is back here.
Somewhere.
It is a troglodyte at least a foot taller than the others. Yeah.
So if you cast it, she cast it here, could she know?
The important thing is not hitting you.
Right.
So it's a 20-foot radius?
Yeah.
Not 20-foot cube.
No, radius.
Okay. If you cast it here, you would hit all the enemies without hitting paralysis.
Okay, I will put it right there.
Do we need
And do they take damage from when it goes up?
Do we need a circle?
No, only when they move through it. And if they didn't see the area at the time it was cast, but like obviously they want to see it. So they should all know it's there.
Spikes grow up out of the ground.
Was this one?
But any new guys
Or
come
here?
in.
It was here.
So now if they want to hurt us, they get hurt.
And it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Sucks
Yeah,
that
they
it
move
applies
into
to
it
us
or
as
within
well,
it.
But we
They
could,
take
we
2d4
could
for
range,
every
we could
5
range
feet
them
they
and
travel.
then melee when they can actually try to get
Yeah, the
close.
only one of them that has any range is the spellcasters.
I think I'm gonna swap to ranged.
So they do take damage for each 5 feet.
Okay.
There's not a good swap.
Okay, roll the damage, as one of them does walk through it to attempt to attack Brenna. It's the one that was blasted with ice.
Oh, so damn.
Unfortunately, it only had to move 5 feet forward, otherwise it would not have
Forward.
had any more movement.
Oh, no,
Which
it's
is
fine.
4.
Positioning, man.
It cries out in pain as it steps through the spikes. Between being hit with a frost ray and this spike, he's none too pleased.
Good.
Whittle them away.
Okay.
Its bite misses, however, it claws out and strikes Grenna in the like over her left hand.
Could you use your remaining move? Could you use your remaining movement to move back so I can move to here? I can't move there
Yeah, I can do that.
on my turn. That way, I have a better shot.
I think I wanted to move back out of the way so that I'm not.
Okay. Where do you want to move?
Oh, there you
you
are.
can move to cover.
Staying away from that. Staying away from that.
Huh?
How far do you want to move back? So you have 4 space.
You should.
Not so far that I can't see them because I have to see them to heal them.
You're out. Oh, us.
No,
Alright.
the enemies.
Now it
They get
is-
hurt too.
I want them to live! I want
It's
everybody
now
to live!
Thoradin's turn.
We hurt them to assert dominance, then we heal them to let them know we're the
Now's
guys.
definitely the time to ranged.
Ice knife?
Ice knife? Okay, yeah.
Where can I do it to hit multiple also?
If you target the Snickers, you'll hit the Snickers.
It's 5.
You'll hit 4 of them if you target the Snickers.
Oh, so it's a target and an AoE?
One of them, the starburst on the right has been damaged the most too, so it might die.
21 on the range spell.
Okay, that hits. And then how does the second part work?
That's weird.
Against the target on a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss the shard, then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of the point where the ice explodes must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. Now I'm doing it on the second roll, so that's an extra d6.
Okay, so you roll a D, and I'm sorry, real quick, do they get a save against the second, like the shards exploding damage?
Yes.
They do? It's a reflex?
Yeah, dexterity.
Yeah, sorry, it's there. Okay. And what's your save DC?
That's a 13. Yeah. 13.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so roll the D10 damage for the one you hit, and then the 3d6 for the others.
Got an 8.
Okay. And then on the 3d6?
Alright, so. That is 10 damage.
And 10?
10 damage, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Forming in his blade an ice of magic ice, Thoradin flings it into the enemies. It strikes into into one troglodyte and then explodes in a range of ice.
Also,
The one that is struck and then explode falls to the ground just full of like holes where its face and chest was. The one in front of them and in front of Grenna takes a bunch of ice shrapnel to the back, falls to the ground dead. Whereas these two are very wounded, but not. Or wait. So these two are dead, and these two are very wounded.
I'll say in character. I think y'all need that cool down.
Y'all need to chill.
Yeah.
If they could understand you, they would be very offended, as it is.
Would kill the
They screech
troglodytes.
in pain.
Would kill the troglodytes.
Yeah, Age. Fuck you, guy.
The Jeff age.
And if only we had one more person with ice
Roll your damage twice.
Hmm, 10.
One attempts to run forward to Grenna, but between the ice shrapnel and the spikes, it is defeated. One moves forward to attack Grenna. Roll damage.
50% lands on its face. In respect.
Well, if it dies, then
5.
This one moves forward too, but is impaled to death. Sorry.
Unfair-handed.
Yeah, I should have underhanded. And then the last one,
Is it hesitant to run through spikes? How smart are they? Is it like,
I know.
They are
I'll
sentient.
jump over it.
it looks like it doesn't want to walk forward. However, the big one behind it snarls at it, and it does move forward. Roll damage 3 times.
I think that's way too much damage for a level 1 spell.
it's
Jesus.
level 2.
Oh, okay.
It rushes forward, attempting to grasp out and attack Greta, but is defeated. Its legs impaled, and it dies before being able to reach you. The big one snarls in frustration before, in Draconic. Veritas, credo, oculos, and it disappears.
Dick.
Damn it.
Well, didn't they camouflage themselves before?
Roll damage once.
Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, it is moving through the
So
spike.
it's just camouflage then.
6.
Hey, then it has to make concentration. Maybe. I don't know how invisibility works. I don't think I've ever actually played a character that's been able to turn invisible.
Not see the enemy.
Good.
Yeah, I'm a fan of being outshone.
Hmm.
It's getting away.
What a
I-
time to
what
not
is
be Tira.
Back that direction? Oh, you can't see.
You'd have to go further in, which means you'd have to drop the spike growth.
Can we use any kind of thing? Because it had to go through the spike growth and it took damage.
Maybe.
Can I
I have an
see where blood is?
idea.
You can attempt to try to track it with blood.
What would that be? Perception or
Survival.
survival?
Well, it'd actually be perception to find the blood and then survival to follow it. So if you want to...
I'll try perception on finding the blood.
Well, the spike growth still have to be dropped so that you can get close enough.
Okay.
Are you going to drop the spike growth?
What's up there?
Very well.
Okay.
Maybe it's hiding in the spike growth, waiting for that.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, yeah, how the fuck would we expect
Well, it was
that?
kind of actually towards the end of it.
All right.
Although we wouldn't know.
As far as we know, it's
Well,
all
You had it?
I think it only had to
roll me
move
perception.
through it once to get out.
6. Anyone else can try?
I
You don't see any blood.
do have a. Now what's back there?
So you're going to walk in here?
Yes, about.
It
Probably.
went this way. Looks like there's a pathway.
Well,
There could be a pathway.
I'm going to.
Okay. You wander further into the chamber. However, we are going to call a break. When we are back, you will attempt to find the troglodyte. And we're back. Over the break, we have you guys decided what you're gonna do?
Yes. What is. Now that I'm closer, what is on that side of the room?
On this side?
Like towards that direction, yes.
Well, let's find out. Yes.
Can I give if he's gonna roll perception, can I give him guidance?
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm not going to be rolling perception. I'm basically just going to be winging it and throwing out Wand of Entanglement. And,
Why?
well, one, if it hits him, he'll be invisible, but
If
bound. And two,
But we can
he would
track
be
him.
stepping over
What's the
large
dis-
brambles and
What's
stuff.
the radius?
Well, then give it to someone else and
Wand
have them roll
entanglement.
perception.
Right. Someone else wants to do it?
Do what?
Roll perception.
I already
Find out
rolled
what
mine and failed.
he is. Yeah.
I can try.
Or I found out give you guidance.
Point me in the direction of things I can kill.
Okay.
Forward.
So in
All the
addition
way.
to the chamber near, so in addition to the northern chamber, which appears to be blocked by another one of those mud and wattle doors, there is a chamber to your west. There is a chamber to the southwest that goes a little past the map, and then there is one to the southeast.
Okay.
So you give guidance to Emron, and Emron, you roll perception.
Okay. First though, I want to heal Grenna. With cure wounds. 7.
Thanks.
And what's
D4.
guidance do?
Give
Gives you a
D4.
Ah, 16.
You don't hear anything.
Maybe it's standing still. Start swinging aimlessly.
Then my guess would be, since that chamber is the closest from whatever direction it may have headed, pull out the wand of entanglement, point it. I'm just double checking the range on it.
We don't see any blood or either.
You don't. Or actually, again, what did you roll on your perception? 16. You do find some blood on the ground.
Mm.
You can attempt to roll survival if you want to try to follow it.
Yeah, okay. 13.
Okay, so it goes up a little bit out of where the spike growth was, and then it stops, and then after like a little bit, it crosses back down this way and heads towards the southwest chamber.
Okay, then I am going to entangle, because the wand doesn't change the range of the spell.
So you're going to move towards the southwest chamber?
I am going to actually cast that fucking stop.
No.
Okay. So 90 feet. I can only cast a spell as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually.
Wait, do I know how fast?
Okay. So then, just trying to throw in some. If it walked up that way and then walked back that way, and assuming it has a movement of 30,
Do I know
I'm
how
just
fast
going to
that is?
guesstimate from
You don't know specifics.
Asura's position. I'll go aim.
Hold on 1 second.
So yeah.
Needs to draw the map.
Yeah. Oh, if you draw it, make it out to myself.
So you're heading down here?
No, the direction Asura is, just due to if Emron is thinking the blood trail goes that way,
Emron's following the blood trail this way.
yeah, then I shall do that and aim, entangle, see up to 90 feet away from me, here, and since it's a 20-foot square from that point, hopefully he'll be in it.
So you're
Or-
going to fire it here and just hope
well,
you
then
hit him? Because
we'll
you can't
get-
see anyone from here.
Yeah,
Definitely
I
know
mean-
if there's fucking vines coming out of the ground.
wrap
Okay,
it around.
entangle
Yeah.
springs up around here. Nothing happens. What are the rest of you doing, Grenna and Thoradin?
Having followed everybody else in, just watching.
Oh, so you're not following?
I did. But I can...
You said followed like past tense. I thought you meant just...
Not doing anything in particular.
Alright. Yeah, Squig fires off his wand. The area fills with flames, but nothing else happens.
I don't think he's in that area.
What's it?
Well, this keeps going. Like, there's more.
Yeah, but due to me thinking he could not have moved
Right,
fast
well,
because we're still in combat, there's no way he would have had turn enough to get far enough, which would be out of range of that. Which would be my reasoning in character.
Do they have to get far enough away from combat to be able to have free movement whatsoever? So he has.
Things we've lost him.
Well, you still have a trail. The trail still goes this way.
Yeah, there's still 2 pathways.
Well, it specifically goes down here.
Well, you could have gone that
Like
way
trail,
and then
okay.
circled to the other way.
Yeah, that's possible.
Alright.
Would you mind taking the red and making it blood trap? Besides,
No, because you gotta get closer to see it. You can't see that much.
Follow the trail, I guess.
You guys are gonna follow the trail?
You're gonna dispel your entanglement.
lead the way.
Alright, you leaving the entanglement? Because the blood trail goes into the entanglement.
No.
Okay.
You charge our way through the fucking entanglement.
We'll follow that trail.
When you enter the chamber, not only do you see a mass of troglodytes, not only do you see a mass of troglodytes. Additionally, towards the back of the chamber, you see a number of vaguely smaller troglodytes. They just look less beefy and more.
Infantile.
No. They're like a little less tall and a little more wide. And clutching to them are very small troglodytes, about 1.5 to 2 feet tall, who are like
Females
clutching
and their
onto
children.
the
Okay.
to the fatter ones.
This is plan.
Well, you know
I'm
what they
not
say.
so good about
The only
this.
good troglodyte is a dead troglodyte.
No.
Oh, am I
You
not
speak.
hearing that right?
You speak.
Oh, well.
You speak Draconic, and you know they speak Draconic, so you might be able to actually,
Reason with
diplomatize
them.
with them, Mr. Paladin of Light.
I'm
Fair.
pretty sure small creatures, we're just gonna kill them.
People thought that with the goblins, and then I was able to talk to them.
As the group of you
Yeah.
That's because
head in, all the troglodytes up front rush you, and I need initiative.
Oh, they just attack without. I mean, I guess I could try talking.
Just because you come, just.
Well, that's what I
Just
said.
because somebody's swinging a sword at you doesn't mean you can't talk to them.
Wait. I said wait.
Sure, what'd you get?
9.
Emron, what'd you get?
Man, my
4.
initiative rolls have been really back and forth.
Thoradin, what'd you get?
20.
Squig, what'd you get?
Or.
Grenna, what'd you get?
20.
No, that seems about that seems about accurate for the people who rolled 4.
Just
Roll faster, I'm sorry. That's because of
No, it was
35 speed.
It's like, we're slow as.
alternatively, if we kill their parents and take the baby ones as underlings, trainees,
No!
slaves. I mean slaves.
No!
You're a paladin. How can you?
Do you know that?
Meanwhile, in my
Troglodytes are
head,
With
you know, I may be a good guy. but I can't help but have these thoughts.
Well, I'm wondering, with Thoradin's knowledge of these things, do we know if they're evil? With Thoradin's knowledge of troglodytes, do we know if they're just evil creatures?
Would I know?
They deserve to live too. What does it mean, like, with the goblins, if I'm remembering correctly, they're neutral.
They did knock me down 5 times in a row. I have nothing against them.
They do deserve to live. It's servitude.
No!
Well, considering the very first instance we came across them, they were snarling and attacking
Yeah,
immediately.
because we were coming up on their nest.
The
This
eternal
is their
push and
home.
pull. It'll ultimately come down to whether or not you decide to talk to them. And if you try to talk to them, do they ignore you?
There's only one way to find out.
Do you have
Although if they ignore
intelligence
me,
religion?
there's nothing I can really do about that.
Thoradin?
Yeah.
Alright, roll it.
Maybe if I talk to the spellcaster, he's
22.
probably scared enough because we
22?
destroyed that last group.
So Thoradin knows that while troglodytes are mostly simple communal creatures that mostly focus on getting food, they don't really plan and they raid and hunt to survive. They do take a sick pleasure in hunting intelligent creatures weaker than themselves,
Okay.
and they show no mercy to those they capture and drag back to their lairs to be devoured. Additionally, a large amount of troglodytes are servants of Lagozd,
So
a huge fat lizard toad from hell, who's a demon.
So what is that, neutral?
Oh.
Or chaotic? Neutral.
They are generally chaotic evil.
Okay. Well, I guess there's no.
That
way-
being said, some of them are still children. I don't know.
I
if
could
that
try
changes.
to. I could still try to talk. If they don't respond, then that's my answer.
Only.
Well, the women and the children don't look like they're gonna attack you. I don't know if that changes anything. What does change
Probably saves.
everything though is that Thoradin or Grenna go first.
Although we can't really leave them here either, for other people to stumble across, or
Which ones
for
are
them
the
to
children?
leave and go out hunting.
Huh?
Which one are the children?
They're all in the back. You don't have. They're basically all along here.
They're not. They're,
They're
not.
not.
I'm just gonna use Ice Knife again because there's no reason not to.
Okay.
Target as many as I can.
That'd be the middle Tootsie.
Motherfucker.
Well, I will note. While there are 3 of them, you can. Okay, so there's 4 of them you can hit right now. Alternatively, you could, if you want, prepare an action after they've all bunched up to
Right.
attack you guys, to throw as soon as they all bunch up. You can prepare an action to cast a spell, is what I'm saying, if you like.
I should
If
have
you-
thought of that before.
You could use that roll.
Well, you didn't know if you wanna,
Well, he's giving you a benefit of.
or you can make that attack roll against the against this one because you will hit 3 other ones. That is more honest. It's up to you.
I like to prepare, but I re-rolled, so I got a 14 unfortunately.
You got a 14. That does it. So roll damage on that one,
Hey.
and they have to make DC.
Also, I'm not casting at second level. I mean,
With ice.
Wait, you are casting at a second level.
yeah, I am.
Okay.
Damn, what does that bump it up to?
Extra d6, so 3d6.
Nice.
Well,
So
Does that also hit the main? Does the explosion hit the main?
Yeah, it
guy
does.
twice?
no, it doesn't hit him twice, but the initial
No.
D10
Initial
hits.
hit and
Yeah.
the explosion.
Yeah,
What do
but
you
the
think he is?
explosion doesn't
Yeah.
hit him twice.
Yeah, wow.
Sekiro shadows get hit by explosions twice.
I'll wait.
Sekiro, fuck you.
10 damage.
Twice.
10 damage on the
Oh.
d10.
Okay, that hits. And how much on the 3d6?
Goddamn. 4.
Yeah,
Because
you, Thoradin, forges a dagger made of ice and throws it into the troglodytes. The one it strikes dead on gets stabbed in the chest, and then it explodes and splinters all over, leaving him full of holes and defeating him.
Cool.
Additionally, the other 3 near him are wounded. Some of the ones in the back screech, and the ones up front that are hit howl in pain. It is now Grenna's turn. I mean, unless you'd also like to move.
Push there.
And attack with a sideways slash. Nine to hit.
Unfortunately, that misses. Your blade swipes the air above the troglodyte.
Do I have to wait?
Oh,
Do I have to wait till my turn to talk?
If you want to try to like persuade them to not fight, then yes.
Does that take my action?
If you're gonna try to roll a skill check, then I will say it will take your action.
People want me to go for that.
Well, I mean, do you think you would?
Yeah, in character.
Well, then play to your
Go for it.
character.
Yeah.
And I would say, you know,
Okay. Alright.
I mean, if you would like to know about their demon worshipping ways, you can also attempt to make an intelligence religion check.
Let's see if it's even worth it.
It's up to you if you think that information would be important.
What was it?
Intelligence, religion.
And if you think the likes of Raw can pierce the darkness of the
Demon. Toad.
Well, I had nothing
Oh,
for religion.
Toad?
so it's
Hell no.
You're a paladin.
Irredeemable.
7.
You don't really know what these things are.
You're a paladin. How do you not know? There we go.
You had other skills.
Just like
Now,
Robert's
what's your armor
character.
class?
18.
18.
Just like Robert's character.
All right. The one troglodyte moves around and tries to strike Grana, although he does manage to get up on and bite into her
Feel
shoulder
free-
blade. And
Feel
that
free to make a religion
for,
check.
well, he knows, but it depends on if he wants to tell you. You take 4 damage from the bite. It then attempts to claw you twice along the back, but your armor is too well put together for that, and it does not manage to find her chas. I'm saying it weird because I noticed in recordings that I say it a lot, so
Is the
I'm kind of
sorcerer
self-conscious about it.
is the sorcerer with insight?
You don't see it.
No.
I never really noticed.
Well, I edited, so I noticed like everyone's habits. The one in front of you bites and slashes at you with its claws. One claw is parried away, but the other claw and the bite do hit, and you take both 6 and 5.
So
You suck. Why are you so mean to me?
fuck you. That's why.
Money.
Squig, what's your AC?
Money.
19?
You don't have to work at that fucking co-op.
If it helps, I'm not
The
gonna
first,
burn shield.
you're not gonna burn shield?
No.
Okay, one of its bites and one of its claws wrench into you. 1 for 6, 1 for 3. One of them moves around and attacks Emerald. What's your armor class, Emerald?
16.
One bite and one claw get into you around your shield. The one is parried by your shield. The first one deals 3, the second one deals 6. Out of invisibility, you hear Incertus, Polka, Imperio, and 3 fiery strands strike out against Grenna. One misses again. 2 of them strike into Grenna, however, 4.
Seems to be a theme going here. They don't like Renan.
She's the biggest.
For 16 fire damage.
Okay. Well, she's also in front, too. Several times. Oh, there he is.
One rushes up and attacks Thoradin.
As much as I
How
want
much
to...
armor class do you have?
Well, I think it's 20, but this is succeed.
As much as I want
Is
to...
what succeed.
An attack after.
One attack does succeed.
Oh, do you have shield as well?
Yeah.
As much as I want to use talk or persuade, I don't think I have a choice.
4.
You never know.
Slots.
Huh?
4 spell first level.
It's up to you. You want to take the hit or not?
No.
You cast shield?
Yeah. So I got 3 now.
Fuck you, guy. You bring up your shield, and his amazingly timed critical claw strike going right through your eyes is stopped at the last second, and I hate you. I hate you so much.
Why?
Because he crit.
To be fair, the last time somebody crit, I activated shield and it didn't fucking matter.
Actually, wait a second.
Yeah, she just fucking just cruised on through that shield. It was butter.
I hope.
Crits might actually hit on that.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
No, I said fucking.
Well, then I guess we'll have to see.
Does it?
It was a little bullshit.
I could get behind it.
Oh, sweet. Actually, it does. Never mind. You bring your shield
He
up,
enjoys your
and
suffering.
the attack, 20's always hit, 1's always miss, no matter any modifiers.
No shit,
The
damn.
attack barely scratches against you, pushing through the barrier and striking into you for 7 damage. Which I think is just your shield, actually.
Yeah.
So it gets past your outer shield, scrapes away your inner shield, but does not do any damage.
You're not gonna
Sad.
try a little harder than that. Of course, he's
You
probably.
don't think he understands comments?
Yeah, probably can.
But if he did, he'd be super offended.
What is your...
It is now
23.
What is Grenna's at?
4.
Austra's?
Full.
Okay.
Oh wait, shit. I should just go back because
That's probably good.
Okay. Emeron, the troglodyte rushes up to you, attempts to bite, but you block with your shield. Attempts to claw, but you move away. But the last claw rakes against your right forearm for. Never roll with the reds. What's wrong with you? 3 damage.
No, do it.
Just remove the reds.
Ah, why?
It is now. I believe it's now Asura's turn. Yeah, I'm right. Maybe it's Asura's turn.
I can't even move.
No, you can't.
Are you actually surrounded? Oh shit, you are.
But he still has enemies he can hit.
Wait, is that one on this square?
So that's great. So you can move here, but you provoke to attack of opportunity to do
Yeah.
so.
Can do your left.
I used it already, remember?
Fine. I don't know if he's using it.
Short rest.
Plus, I also don't think he wants to light 2 allies potentially on fire.
If it's for tactics, I think it's completely justified and an admirable thing to do. High five, you believe don't understand confidence.
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
He burned me.
You man, stop being a whiny baby.
I'm gonna attack.
But then
I
We
could
gave,
have died.
we gave you the cloak of fucking defense. What else do you want? Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
attack this one.
Okay.
I don't think it was that.
Shadow Spec.
It was close.
Would you
to
rather
me.
have been
I had
paralyzed
29
than crit?
I had 29 health.
Oh.
29 health. He
18.
did. At the end, it was 23.
That hits.
That was fucking close.
Yeah, you're at 6.
For 13 damage.
13 damage? Okay, so, and where are you attacking him?
It's facing me.
Yeah.
So, sternum.
Draw your blade, stab him in the sternum, slash, bring it blood dripping all over the ground as you bring it out, and you kill him. It is now.
There's a bit too many of them for them all to attack, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
nope, they're finding a way.
Emeron, one gets up on you, biting and clawing into you for 6 and 4.
Oh, damn it. I could have moved without provoking an attack of opportunity.
What? No, this one was here, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad. David, this troglodyte moves up and bites into Grenner for 4.
Unfortunate.
And am I correct in thinking that puts you down? Because I thought you said you were 3
It does.
earlier. Okay.
I was at 4.
Fortunately, this one bites into Grenna and her wounds overwhelm her. It then rampages over. And takes its other 2 attacks.
That's right.
These things fucking suck. 3 attacks.
It's pretty embarrassing.
One claw hits Emeron for 5, and the other one is blocked.
Oh, good.
And it is now Ashura's turn. No, sorry.
It's fine.
Emeron and Squig's turn.
Well, 2 healers are up.
I'm not a full hero.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Who wants to take the turn first? Squig or Emeron?
Well, if you guys can get Granite up, she'll get attack of opportunity. Or advantage.
I'm going to attack the first one that hit Granna with Prime Savagery
Okay.
and use my bonus action of Healing Word because I can't actually get over there
Okay.
to heal Granna.
You're stopping me from healing people!
I got 12.
Unfortunately, that misses. Your claws rake against its chest.
Well, still. I'm gonna
which do you
upcast
heal?
Healing Word.
Okay.
I've got 2 second level spell slots, but this is a time to use it. 9.
Granted, you heal for 9.
We need to get our defensive formation up.
I'm gonna die.
how many of them are?
Squig, it's your turn.
How many of them are?
You've revealed yourself as the healer. Do it yourself.
They
I was
are
already at 5 health.
way
I'm
too
going to
dumb.
die.
Oh,
How many of them are damaged, by the way?
should be a decent amount.
3.
Never mind.
Or wait.
Yeah, still.
One dies.
Amara would never kill himself before somebody else.
About.
Okay.
Unless he was actually more critical.
Well,
If you wanted to heal both of you, you could have cure wounds yourself and one with the summer recorded remnant. Since that's not a spell.
It isn't heal enough. I was also more interested in trying to get rid of everybody who's surrounding Grenna so that she doesn't just die again immediately.
Well, that's fair.
Well, Granna should have her
So yeah, 3 of them are wounded, 2 of them are dead.
soon, so if anything, Granna can get rid of them. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So-
Potion takes an action?
question. When summoning the turret, and it says must be summoned in an adjacent open square, does it have to be on the ground? Or would a wall count?
Would you like to summon it on the wall 5 feet above you?
Yes, since it has spider legs.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Thought you were gonna pull a wand and start summoning things in the air.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think him.
No, that's why she does it. She summons them above the enemy.
Does damage as well. It's very silly. What's your action?
Okay, so
No one expects sky lions.
would everybody agree that we
One day
need
someone's gonna expect Skylines.
more damage instead of health? Bonus health, not healing. So I can't summon a healing turret. That would be amazing.
Bonus health.
I think the damage is the way to go.
Oh, really?
So we
Follow your way right on
have
through.
split opinion.
Oh.
He says damage, he says bonus healing. Or bonus,
It'd be bonus health, so
It wouldn't
Double
affect
down.
somebody who's on the ground.
Double
I'm gonna
down.
change my answer to damage.
I say up 2 for damage.
Gotta
I
courageously swing your way
feel like
through.
we would get more out of it than bonus.
Okay. I will note the damage does have from fire, but hey.
It's a cone, right?
Alright.
Walk it on the wall, and then have it just hit these
Just
things.
have it be on this wall above this one.
Actually,
I'm not going to
Well, the wall goes up, so if you walk it 5 feet over this way and 10 feet up, the cone will hit this one, this one, this one, and this one, and none of your allies. Nope.
I'm going to be somebody. Ashley! The flamethrower
Okay.
turret, and the number could be how many squares up it is.
I guess.
as my action.
Alright.
And yeah, 15-foot cone at the enemies, which is a dex saving throw.
Against DC.
Your spell saving.
I think it's 13.
Yes, it is 13.
Okay.
Dex saving throw.
Dex 7 is 13. Only take how much damage? Or roll the damage?
That would be 4, half if they make it, and ignite. It says it ignites, so I believe it lights them on fire.
If it doesn't say it does damage over time, that just means it ignites any like spare cloth they're wearing or something.
All ignites all non-worn or carried flammable objects.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Is
like,
your,
that's not a
so if
con.
there's like a pile of straw on the ground, it would.
does the spike pit damage upon activation of your enemies
And
Caleb?
and allies? Okay.
He's asking. He's asking himself.
What?
It's all good.
I was looking up something about druids.
I was trying to think of a separate strategy with like a ranged team, where if you had 2 characters, one do a spike pit underneath your team, and the other do Wand of Entanglement under your team, and then just range the enemy.
I think everybody would.
That would actually be really fucked up, actually, because they would have a really hard time getting to you, and as long as you don't move, none of you guys take any damage.
Oh, and then we have another person that does like, I don't know if there is an AoE version of it, but levitate. Since we're not touching the ground.
I don't even
Hey.
think you need to go that far, but just
Yeah.
that, and just range the enemy to death.
Also, there's a mass version of levitate. It's called Reverse Gravity. It does damage, but
that is not levitate. That is up is down.
it puts them up.
But also slam from the fuck down.
Yeah, it does.
You become a basketball, where gravity becomes fucking Shaq.
Does that count as them moving 5 feet within the thing or entering it?
It goes up. Reverse gravity goes up.
Yeah, but if they go up and then come back down.
Both of those
Yeah,
are
they would.
both
They'd
the
be
spike pit and the
encountering
entanglement
spike-
are concentration, right?
But I mean, by the time you're casting reverse gravity, you really don't need the spike. Like they're just gonna die.
The spike
Yeah.
growth, concentration.
Yes.
That's when somebody would have wall of fire. You
Okay,
summon
it
that
is
on the
now-
enemy, so they go up 1 square, 1 square, 1 square. They all take damage from
They
going
all get burned a little bit, although only one of them gets like the full part of it.
Oh.
Yeah, ironically, the red dice rolled like a 19 and a 16, and I was like, what the f-? Now you roll good?
Fire bad! Oh, the better your anti-fire.
Just
dice.
against Ed, it's just like, nah, fuck Ed. He keeps talking shit about the red dice.
Why is all fire things I do bad?
It is now Thoradin or Grenna's turn, depending. I think Thoradin went first last time, so if you want to stay.
I don't think I have a worthwhile bonus action. I will actually, for the rest, I will move next to Thoradin so they can't get behind us.
Okay.
Remember that spellcaster's still up.
Yeah, I
He's-
can't reach
yeah,
him.
You can see him now, though, because he's not invisible.
I mean, I could have summoned one.
Yeah, he is
but-
no longer invisible. What's your action?
They're all
Because
grouped up.
they're an ice knife again.
There are 4 in front of you.
Yeah, you can hit 4 of them with Ice Knife. Or technically,
Would it technically be 5?
well, you could hit 5 of them while also hitting 3 of you. If you want to just turn around to Emerald and be like, sorry, Ice Dagger.
Ice dagger. For
But
the greater
clearly
good.
you're not going to do
For the greater good.
But you can hit 4.
You know, you say that.
The greater good.
The greater good.
Okay. I'll do
Hit Emerald?
No.
Okay.
24.
You know, with all this Ice Dagger spam, you're looking a little Sophia over there. Or, Nell, thank you. I think she also... No, Ice Dagger's not specific. No, you're looking a little Nell over there. Huh.
24 hit.
24. That fucking hits
5 damage on that.
on that part, and then roll the 2d6. They will roll
hard.
saves.
Oh yeah. Well, main target takes a D10 and then gets hit by the explosion.
3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 total.
Well, for the main target.
Oh, right. Yeah, he could be dead. He took damage from your shirt.
Yeah, maybe.
At the very least, very close to death. Which one did you hit? Me?
I think,
Whatever.
think the Tootsie Wall by the wall, so it would
Probably
hit
that
us.
You throw your dagger. It does damage, splashes out over them. 2 of them are very wounded. 2 of them are a little wounded. They got hit with the fire and the ice, but unfortunately they saved against both, so they still.
Yeah.
You don't kill any of them, unfortunately. It is now Granda's turn.
Grenna shall be slashing out.
She's probably not too happy.
Saving throw.
Are
you up?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
got
thought,
healing worded.
I thought the heal didn't go off for some reason.
Well, can't fail.
Is Grenna flanking this one?
Yes, Granda's flanking both of these.
Well, then.
Slash out of the E. 20 to hit.
That hits. You don't have a second default.
I do.
Makes roll damage
No,
Nice.
if you can.
just make sure it says or take 2d6 cold damage. Does that mean if they're asleep, they still take it?
Well, I asked if it said if they save for half.
The target and each creature
Or
within
take 2d6.
5 feet
Here, I'll just look it up.
succeed on its saving throw, or take 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do not take any damage from a successful save. So
That's unfortunate.
only one of them takes damage from the dagger exploding.
Damn.
Well,
Anyway, that 20 hit. How much damage is it?
12.
12 damage. Okay. That was this one. How are you attacking now? Cool.
I was just slashing at it.
You slash it in twain. You rip open its chest, exposing bone and viscera to the air.
I would like to then assault this eye.
Okay.
Since I also hit me with that one, I might as well start.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Wait, did you roll 18?
15 for damage.
That.
I guess it doesn't matter, it's dead anyway.
You cut that one down as well. Rolling around and chopping it down.
I would also like to make use of my action surge
Okay.
and attempt to assault.
Okay.
If you use movement, you could get advantage on the other ones, but you'd also. Never mind, you take attack advantage. Yeah, man. Well, it's fucking dead.
26 to hit.
Okay. That hits.
Damage.
In a flash of movement, Grenna eats all the Snickers. And that means in a flash of movement, you slash down one, slash down another, and then turn around and stab the other one through. It is an impressive display of violence as the 3 of them die.
Gotta make up for earlier.
It is now. The one back here reaches into a pouch at his side and pulls out a pinch of sand. He grinds it between his fingers and he says,
JK, wanna call it a draw?
and says, Cubio, Vertus, Lycet. And as he does so, mystic sleep falls over the battlefield. Grenna, how many hit points do you have left?
9.
9. You fall unconscious. Emerald, are you immune to charms, or are you
I'm
resistant?
immune to
You are-
sleep.
You are immune. Okay, but are you immune to magic sleep? And still sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. How many hit points do you have?
36.
Okay. Greta, you fall asleep.
I also have advantage against charm.
Yeah, but this doesn't give you a saving throw. That's why I was asking.
But I mean, that's probably
Hey
what
man,
they
killing
think.
those 3 dudes just too much adding. Clearly.
Which is now.
Just got more to make up for.
It's not an easy feat to die, come back and kill 3 people. Wow.
How much armor class does Squig have?
19.
19. All 3 of this troglodyte's attacks strike out, but 2 of them are absorbed by your armor, and the last one is blocked by your shield. So, this one turns away from Emerald and attacks Thoradin, successfully biting into him, but then clawing into his armor. You take 5 damage.
Weird.
Emerald, you were struck for 6.
Damn it, I'm
One
down.
claws you.
No!
Yes.
It's alright, we go at the same time, so
I knew it would happen.
I can help you.
What's your armor class, Sharon?
20.
There we go. And there we go. One claw hits you for 3. The other claw hits you for 5. Sweet crit butter. Doing real well. So 3 and 5 as his claws get into you. It is now back to Ashura's turn.
I can get Emerald if you just want to do more damage.
Don't do me, just heal me.
Not the time.
He prefers hot goblin men.
Mm.
Is that elf?
And strolls in the woods.
Pina coladas, getting caught in the rain and blowing himself up with alchemical supplies.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I think Amaron prefers orc women.
Well, fair enough.
Well,
Is
it
because
might
they
be
tell you?
tempting.
Is it because they tell you what to do because you don't know what to do with yourself?
Well,
Probably.
Ed, do you go before tomorrow? Or
We go at the same time.
you go at the same time, so you could bring her back up, and then she could go.
Everyone's in it. One day.
He's a male elf.
You could heal Amaron, and then he could heal
I'm gonna
in
keep-
turn,
I'm
because
gonna-
you're both on the same turn.
Man,
So do you want to do that, and I just get rid of this guy that's flanking?
sure. I mean, on my
Or
turn.
try to, anyway.
I'm
That's
gonna
how.
have Caitlin draw a tasteful nude of Emerald so I can just show you elf dick every time you get it wrong. And just be like, right, okay, geez, stop. Where did you get that?
Nothing happens.
Where do you
What'd
think
you roll?
you got it?
9.
9? You slash out with your sword, but unfortunately, you miss.
Well, it would be considered flanking due to Ashley.
Oh.
It could be, but you would have had to stop here, which would provoke a single attack opportunity.
I think
Would
with a
you
tasteful
do
though,
that
you wouldn't
for
see it.
flanking?
No,
I
you
would.
might see the tip
Okay.
for the head.
No, it would be like it would have like a randomized.
It attempts to bite out at you
or
as you attempt to
something
move
there.
out of its range, but it is unsuccessful, so roll with advantage.
I always
It's tasteful.
go for the advantage.
Yeah.
It's being covered by something, so you can't quite see it, but you can.
26 to hit.
Yeah, I guess tasteful.
But you'd be able to
Success.
see like the flat chest.
Yeah. Because tasteful
For
for girls
13
is so
damage.
bulk sided where you can see the upstairs, you can't see the
Actually,
downstairs.
getting consistent damage.
Confession time though. A tasteful nude of Amaron would not actually help.
It is now the Squig's turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend bonus action for nimble escape to get over to Emerald.
Okay.
Which means the turret can't go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast light wounds by fucking slapping some fucking
Cure wounds.
What is it? You like
Light
wounds?
wounds.
Cure wounds. slapping a potion together. Ain't gonna taste good, but it'll get you up.
I don't think I'm gonna kill you. How much do you heal?
Yeah.
Four plus
Your spell
ability.
building off that.
4, 5, 6, 9. So 7.
You healed for 7. Emerald, it's now your turn.
7.
I am out of spell slots.
Oh, close.
It is Emerald's turn.
Meteor. He can't heal and attack.
Is disengage something I can use my action to do?
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna disengage over. Yeah, you were going in the right direction, I think.
That's as far back as we get.
And then I will. But before I.
Is
bonus
it that
action?
area?
I will use Healing Word because it's a bonus action, but I can only do it at first level slip slot this time.
It is now.
6.
You heal yourself for 6, calling upon the
Not
spirits of
myself.
nature.
I heal Squig.
Oh, to heal Squig.
I
Okay.
fucked off. I don't.
Alright, Squig is healed by the power of
You don't
nature.
need the help.
It then goes back around to either Grena or Thoradin's turn.
I'm asleep.
And
It goes around to
technically
Thoradin's
Squig had
turn.
less health than the Mound did.
Well, that's right. My choice was between healing Emerald or kicking Grenna in the face
You
and waking
gonna
up.
save against sleep on your turn?
I forgot. Yeah.
Nope, you're unconscious for 1 minute.
Oh.
Until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake.
Sounds right.
Oh, I know. Just have Ashley just fall off the wall on top of Grenna. There we go.
Yeah, that's. No.
Breaking turn.
It's tougher than that.
I'll do what I said for you.
Alright, give it the 3 of them.
It's
obviously.
more just, a
Ice.
person falling
Ice.
on somebody. If the person was
21.
all metal. Gears.
21 hits.
Steam. Alchemical fluids. So a big person.
7 damage.
On the.
BT.
Okay. Alright, and how much on the
9.
9?
Yeah.
So, the one in the back is struck with the ice knife. He is wounded. However, despite how logical it is, the shrapnel does not hit him or the other Tootsie Roll. It does fill the back of the one right in front of Thoradin and kill him.
Cool.
It is now.
Keep one.
So, the large one moves forward, holds his hands together like this, and as he does so, says, or incants, I should say,
If he ends up saying
Kanda destra kandos! And as he does, he spews from his hands spew forth a cone of flame. I need the 3 of you to make me a reflex saving throw against,
What would that be?
or a dexterity saving throw against spell save difficulty of 12. If you succeed, you take, if you fail, you take 9 damage of fire type. If you succeed, you will take 4 damage of fire type. Unfortunately, since Greta is unconscious, she cannot make her saving throw and just takes 9 fire damage.
Did you
So she
say?
does wake her up, but I think actually puts her back down again.
does.
Yeah, sorry.
you said DC at 12.
Yes. Reflex save, DC 12, or you take 9 fire damage.
I
Does that mean
am so glad I
I'm-
fucked off.
Does it round up or down?
Round 7.
I can.
What did you
You also
say?
take half from fire if you save. So
Yeah.
you actually take 2.
Yeah, I didn't say
Oh, okay.
save, so I take 1.
Wow.
What's full damage?
9.
Okay. Thank you.
I did 9.
You take 9? Okay.
Yeah, I take that.
Burn some of you with fire.
24. Hey, we got closer though.
God damn it, keeps throwing me back to 26. Or minus 26.
It is now, unfortunately,
Whoa.
Greta is down. You wake up only to be burned.
Wait,
Burned into unconscious.
Quite unfortunate.
I could use my reaction. Good, didn't it?
Oh, did you want a reaction to elements? Because you can.
Yeah, take my last spell slot.
Alright, so that
When
puts
you
you
get
down
up
to,
there.
you take 4 damage, and your next attack is charged with fire.
Yeah.
Did you want
If you
her?
want to. It's up to you.
Damn. No. No, I need the help. I need.
Okay, well, it's up to you. Do whatever you feel like, bro.
I still got 14. I'm just 14. So good.
This one moves around to your back, Thoradin, and bites and claws into you, but it all hits armor. Just cannot get in on you. This one, however, moves up and becomes the same. Now having flanking.
This is still on the ceiling, right?
Yes. And all 3 of his attacks, or its bite is going to hit.
Okay.
Are you not using shield? Okay, then all 3 of its attacks hit you. For 5, 5, and 5, so 15 damage. As it bites into your neck and slashes into you with its claws, it is now Ashura's turn, then Emeron, then Squig, then back around to Thoradin, then Bender, then Flexo, then Pry.
What if we did it alphabetically?
Well, then it would be Bender, then Flexo, then Pry.
What if we did it by rank?
And then it'd be Bender, then Flexo, then Pry.
Flex our ranks, right?
Yeah.
I attack the spellcaster.
Okay. Or you cannot do that. And let him keep casting spells at you.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. What do you think? He's just gonna bust out and be like, "Ah, you shit, guys."
He's already taken a decent amount of damage, so that's 10
He's
damage.
taken no damage. Oh, he has taken.
This is
a
like
little
the
bit
same
of-
spellcaster.
Yeah,
He took a little bit of damage from last fight, and then some more from Spike.
he took. He didn't get hit at all in the last
No,
fight,
he
except
just
for
has
Spike
something.
Row. He has taken 6 from Spike Row.
Okay,
And you deal 10?
yeah, then I'm gonna Divine Smite them.
Okay. Then yes, by all means. It's not undead or demon, so just 2d6 or 2d8 extra divine.
4, 10 extra. 20 altogether.
Ow! You devote the power of your blade to Ra and slash into him. He is seared in holy power and wounded. Between that and the spike growth, he's pretty messed up.
Seared in
Okay.
holy matrimony.
He's not dead.
Yes,
Is
Marriage,
is
it burns.
a little bit.
is fucking lay on hands bonus?
Nope.
It's
an action.
I suck at
I don't have any heals for a bonus action.
The only bonus spell that you have that I think of is if you want to throw up your shield or shield of faith. That's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Give you or someone you target +2 armor class.
Good. Just kind of hoping I could also bring back around. Right.
It is now Emeron or Squig, depending.
Do you know what you want to do?
Please attack the spellcaster. Can the turret get advantage?
Like what?
No.
No, because it can't melee.
Okay.
Can you heal someone?
Yes, I can heal.
I am
Out of your range on heals.
Well, I can still use 2 more healing words at first level, and the range is 60 feet.
Should bring back Brenna.
Oh, and it's a bonus action, so I can swig down another one of my potions.
So that heal?
Unfortunately, you do have to move over here in order to have line of sight to Brennan, though. So you will be slightly closer. But you could do it cast and then move back.
bonus
Yeah,
action,
yeah.
like immediately after.
No, it would be after Squig's.
Oh, right, because
Okay,
Brenna
so
will.
I get to heal for 10, not bad. Okay, and Brenna will heal for...
The healing word only brings you up by a little bit, so it tends to have a whack-a-mole effect, where you're like, I'm up, smack, shit.
5. Yeah, I couldn't get to her.
5 for you or
Nice.
5 for go? Okay.
Brenna. No, I got 10.
Okay.
Because healing potion's 2d4 and it decided to roll 2 4s.
Nice. Anyway, so Greta, you are back up. Squig, what's your action? You also heal your potion and feel a bit better.
Is it just disadvantage when using a ranged spell within melee? Or is it just considered half cover for the enemy?
If you use a ranged attack when in melee with an enemy, you have disadvantage.
Okay.
Unless you have the crossbow expert feat.
You could disengage.
I mean, if I could take my action to disengage. Because I still want my turret to go.
Yeah.
If your turret kills this one with fire, then you won't need to disengage.
Fuck it, I'm going to.
I'm just saying.
Still wielding the wand. What the fucking the bird and Ray of Frost, the caster, ignoring the half cover from Brenna being in the way. Is the wand.
But you still have disadvantage.
The caster?
Because someone's in melee with you.
Oh, somebody's in melee with you at all.
Yeah.
Not just if you're targeting that person.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's hard to shoot when someone's up on your face.
I wouldn't do that with disadvantage.
Understandable. Okay, then I'm just gonna, as a bonus action, have a turret move over and blast the caster with fire, but at an angle where it won't hit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Asura of Astoria. And I'll pull out the fucking hammer and
How damage
Go
do
DC
these?
13 dexterity save, right?
yes.
Okay.
No,
So
wait.
how much damage?
Sorry. The turret isn't affected by the wand, so
So it's DC 12?
yes.
Okay. Then tell me how much damage you do.
It will be 5 for fail, half for success.
Okay. It burns the thing a little bit.
And
What is your
with
turn?
the hammer.
How damaged was that one looking?
This one's pretty wounded.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could have targeted that guy with the turret, and if that killed it, then you could have had the free wand action.
What I did say.
I actually did suggest that,
Oh.
but I assume you just didn't want it. It's fine.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that?
Well, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
12 to hit.
Unfortunately, that misses. You strike it dead in the chest, but it's just too tough for you to get through. You're like, its leg twitches slightly.
I'll move over to behind it.
Okay.
You can't see me.
Thoradin or Greta?
I'm gonna heal myself.
You'll heal yourself?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I have 2 health.
You know, this is not a bad time to heal.
God damn, man.
10.
10?
Yeah, 10.
You heal for 10? Is that your action?
12. Yeah.
Okay. Thoradin, or Greta.
Greta swipes angrily at the caster.
Do you want to move the flip?
No. You should. I'm mad right now. I'm not thinking about that. 11.
That misses. Is that your turn? You said last turn that I'm only bringing it up because you said earlier that you were going to use a second wound on your next turn. Is that still true, or are you not second wounding? Because you haven't used your bonus action.
You know. Yeah.
That's a play spell channel.
Slash out at him. It misses. Greta then focuses and takes a deep breath. Oh shit. They're like, Greta's up. He can't.
Well, I mean, he could cast.
Not without disadvantage.
Well, I mean, what's the best option? Taking 2 attacks of opportunity or casting with disadvantage?
Come on.
Well, it's just. He doesn't have magic missile, goddammit. This gave him burning hands because it's thematic. Bullshit. I guess he can hit Squig and Asura if he burning hands.
Oh, good. Not me.
I really would like for him to just step here, but fucking then grunt him. Anyway, besides the point. What is the point?
Maybe cut him out. I mean, is the risk worth it?
Is he pretty stupid? Yes.
Well, they're not.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
He's a spellcaster. Or have some sort of intelligence.
In theory.
So, Asura, he holds his hand out and noxious like gas and sprays in your face. I need you to roll me a Constitution
Really?
saving throw.
Huh. I'm surprised. He is big poison spray.
23.
However, the spray hits you in the face, but you are too mighty to be effective. And it is now.
Was it? It was noxious.
Yeah.
I'll say in Draconic.
Well-
Honestly, the smell back there was worse.
When you speak Draconic, he looks you right in the face and he says, "You will die, surfacer!"
Wait, what was that one?
This one was
Yeah.
right here. Oh, I thought you were over here. You're right
I think
here.
I just
You're right.
realized
Shit.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Is it every turn we're within
Yeah.
melee of these things? Should we be rolling a thing to be poisoned?
Before.
Or was it just a special thing because of how bad that was?
No, it's once you have successfully saved, it doesn't affect you anymore. I did kind of forget about it earlier in the fight.
Well, if anything, we just would have taken damage, right?
No, you would have had disadvantage.
On
Oh,
everything.
But most of you have been like healing and not doing attack rolls, so realistically wouldn't have affected. It really only would have affected Grenna, who probably would have saved anyway.
You guys are too,
Con save.
Okay.
Grenna adds like 8.
too much.
I can't be helped now.
So someone gets a opportunity attack?
No,
No?
I realized what it would be. One claw is going to hit you. Oh wait, no. What's your armor class?
20. 'cause-
Never mind. This one moves over and does 3 attacks, but you block 2 with your shield. And the last one hits. The bite hits your helmet and is stopped. Additionally, this other one attempts to attack you as well. One of its claws does successfully connect with you for 3 damage.
Hmm.
So they both just throw everything they have at you and barely manage to connect one claw. It is now Ashura's turn. Okay. Do you not have a second d20? Because you can roll both at once.
Yeah, I don't have one. 15 to hit.
Your blade almost connects with him, but he holds up his hands and creates a magical barrier of force that stops the attack just short of him. As he casts shield.
Well, we're not hitting him this round.
It is now.
Not with that attitude.
Yes, yes. Emeron and Squig, it's your turn.
Huh.
Before I die. Yes!
Getting more healing, I'd appreciate if it was on me or on someone else.
Yeah, I was just looking something up. I can't figure out if Balm of the Summer Court rounds up with my level or down.
It rounds down. D&D assumes everything rounds down.
20 to hit with the hammer.
You get a d6 then.
Alright, cool.
20 to hit with the hammer, that hits.
6.
Cool, thank you.
Oh.
That's
It
just
wasn't
a
the book
bonus
up like
action too. I'm actually gonna
It's on top of my dice.
Oh, you just move it up. Huh?
I'm gonna thorn whip the guy, not the one closest, but the second closest roll.
The one next to
This one?
No, the other one.
Well, let his attack. He
Oh,
started
yeah.
rolling
Is he
first.
attacking it?
Yeah.
2 damage.
2 damage? Okay.
2 damage.
Sorry, Johnny, ain't got time. It is struck in the knee with a hammer.
If it gets pulled, does that provoke attack?
No. Now you're throwing it.
Oh, right, that came up.
Yep.
Also, you have advantage on this. Just Squig is flanking.
Good. Because that was a 2. 60?
That hits.
And actually we'll fucking spit hot fire at the caster's dex save.
I dealt 2. But I'm still pulling it out of flanking. Good, yes.
Okay.
I pulled
So
it
you're
all
kind of
the way.
both taking your action at the same time, but whatever.
Looks like a combo.
I went first last time.
Cooperative.
You hit him in the knee with a hammer. Emeron wraps it around the neck with the thorn whip and pulls it to the ground, ripping at its throat and killing it. Then you have your spit fire at the caster. How much damage?
8 for good, half for passing.
It is singed, but not quite defeated. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn? Okay.
What?
Thoradin or Grenna?
I'm
Well,
gonna
move to
attack
the other side to
Lawrence.
give Thoradin advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Thanks. 22 hit.
22 hits.
Yeah. 3 damage.
Your battle axe strikes into this one. It is wounded, but not quite defeated. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Grenna, it's your turn.
Grenna will angrily hack at the spellcaster.
You have advantage because you're flanking.
It does not matter. It definitely does not matter.
25 to hit.
That hits.
$22 damage.
How are you attacking?
Just slash out.
At what part?
Be angrily, right?
Upper torso.
Get him in the face!
You cut into his torso, slashing him open, butterflying him, causing him to fall to the ground, cursing in Draconic.
You still have movement.
Is that your
So
turn?
you can attack that one with advantage. Or the children. Just saying the option's there.
Quickly while Amaron's not looking.
What? Well, I mean, to be fair, you are around the
What's
corner.
happening?
Don't come over here, Maron. We're,
It smells real bad.
yeah.
Helping.
16 to hit.
That hits.
It smells like work over here.
They don't smell bad, they just knocked him out a bunch.
Sorry,
15
the work room.
And you slashed that one as well.
Yeah.
Taking his head off. The last of the enemy dies. The women and children cower, although the female troglodytes do move like in front of the children.
Oh,
But they're not moving to attack you or anything.
yeah.
They appear to be screeching and saying stuff in a language that none of you understand.
So,
Oh,
Sure.
probably troglodyte.
I wonder if they understand the comic.
Are you going to try saying something in Draconic?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say?
Okay.
I can understand that this is a difficult situation, but I do not wish to harm any of you. Neither do my compatriots.
Most of them do not understand you. One of them in particular says back in Draconic, you have a funny way of showing its surface here.
We were. Oh, try. What was it, bro? We were attacked first.
We literally
Yes,
just dropped
She
into their
appears to be
territory.
the biggest and oldest of them.
Be that as it may, you are free to go with the acceptance of my compatriots. Are you guys okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Back out into to the pool, and we will leave.
Fine.
I'm not
You
turning my
guys
back on.
successfully. Well, it's fine. You can walk backwards.
Yeah.
If you walk back out to the pool, they gather up all the children and leave. I will get to you exploring the rest of the caverns and your rest of the adventure through the glitterhame next week. Hopefully with Rob. We'll see how that goes. I hope
Missed that.
you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was
Yeah, I
good.
feel like that would have been decently better with Rob. With had range options.
Well, more party members are always useful.
But less
You
experience.
can find more of me at Lights Camera Initiative on Twitter, where I do talk for everyone.
For now.
For now, I'm gonna go around the table, ask what other people, what their characters feeling at the end of the session, where their characters' headspace are at, and they'll plug their social medias, except for 3 of them who don't have social media because they don't love you like I love you, baby. David, where can people find you, and how's Grenna doing right now? Although I have a sneaky suspicion I know the answer.
I can be found as artist David Harper on Instagram or Twitter. And Grenna's feeling pretty tired, agitated, but relief's catching up.
I was wrong. Ed, I don't have social media, but why don't you tell the people where how Squig's feeling right now?
Okay, it's adventuring stuff. We're getting hurt way more than we thought we would. We need to make something that can just heal us on the go or passively in combat.
Yeah, well, if you figure out something like that.
These are the must happen.
Yeah, give me a call.
All right. Maybe a little. Don't like pain. I think that's a pretty common adventure. Thing to feel.
I think there's a background that gives you a flaw that you enjoy pain.
Well, I could also see that being a character. I mean, some people. Come on, Snake. Hurt me more. I'm so fucking crazy.
Come on, Snake. Hurt me more.
Anyway, Jeff, why don't you you don't have social media either, but why don't you tell the people where Thoradin of Clan Ironfist is right now?
He's relieved the fight's over with, and we'll look forward to having a long rest so we can have his post off tonight.
Oh, you guys just had a long rest. Stop being wusses. Caitlin, tell the people where they can find you and give us some insight into the mind of Emerald.
You can find me at Gobbitz's on Twitter. Amaron's sad. We just uprooted these people from their home and killed all their, hunter, protector people.
They are
Husbands.
inherently evil.
There you go.
Yeah, but they still deserve to live.
It is messed up.
All things
But
unless
it's
they're
also
abomination to the
unfortunate.
cycle.
I mean, I could have tried persuasion
Only
earlier, but I
undead
really don't think they would
deserve
have
to
worked,
die because
especially
they
since
should have
we were out.
already
And
been
I
And they'll
really
draw
don't think they
Fair
would.
enough.
They're not natural.
Eldrazi
take
need to
that.
die.
They're not natural.
Sid, you don't have a social media, but why don't you tell the people where Asura is right now?
Just small.
It's not doing the outro. Stop hacking shit up.
Ashura is a little disheartened about the whole women and children thing, but
Yeah, he wanted to kill him.
they are.
That was Sid. Sid Asura, very different.
But in the end, couldn't help it all that much. So
Can't be helped, as the Japanese
still did as righteous of a job as he could have done by letting them go.
say. All things considered. You're not a paladin of redemption.
Yeah. I'm so sorry I killed your family. Please tell me what I could do. Kill your friends. Shit!
Well, they're not that bad, but yeah. Alright, cool. Sounds like everyone enjoyed it. David, say goodbye.
Bye.
Ed, say goodbye.
See ya.
Jeff, say goodbye.
Bye.
Caitlin, say goodbye.
Bye.
Sid, say goodbye.
Later.
Bye!